look at our city. Look at your friend saying your inflation numbers, and look at the rate at which our Nema air common.
We are masters of inflation.
He's a joke. You see, Captain, you see, in the serious conversations like this, don't flip in such characters because yes, they are the very people. They are some of the reasons.
I am sorry, Prof. I'm sorry.
You see,
I am sorry.
No problem. You see, because Babi Babedru, we need to elevate the conversation beyond the frontiers of those cheap and partisan politics, that hyper-partisan politics, you know. We are elevating the conversation to ensure at least you better build a foundation, and that foundation, it doesn't matter where you will stand across the political divide, or be able to leverage to become whoever that he want to become. But consistently, we are just building a narrow estate, an estate that gives prominence to few misguided, twisted minds who think that because their family member or their tribe person is president, you know, they are superior than anybody, and whatever that they do, nobody can speak to them. Let me tell them, nobody is scared of anybody in this country, and we are not cowards. They can intimidate people and others, but some of us will continue to do what we do because we are not cowards. You understand? Ghana and or Maya, your loyalty, your allegiance, everything must be to Ghana. Because I was telling you the last time, say, we are president. You have no business enlisting friends, cronies, and so forth. Because in an estate like this, if you are president, you have the right to enlist all intelligent minds in Ghana to do whatever that you want to do. Failure to do so, is a problem. So if you decide to enlist cronies, when I catch us we are president, you need loyalists and friends. We are about them because we need. Oh yes. Yes, because a mine and your Japadia. Now, yes, you cry 2 million as if for any part 12 for no, or to me, and let's still loyalty. And did I say, you know, my so we didn't answer. I said, maybe I just have my friends and name cronies because politics like this, and the people come to politics from diverse background, with different motives, different orientation, different educational and your friends background or whatever. Obia or the other, but what they say, you enlist their competence and their energy. Their loyalty that you don't give at them. There are those you may need their loyalty, those you keep them close to you. But individuals you give them job to do. You don't need their loyalty. What you need is their competence and their energy. Then you mess it up, you will be able to fire the person. But we are talking about the tiny band of family cronies that have surrounded the president, hijacked the whole presidency to the stand there. They are blocking the president from ceding to wisdom. Obia Kenyans asema so in the wave of all that is happening, Otumfo is complaining, he has been advocating for Galam say something must be done about it. Asofo Ekasa on their various podium, what Yawo can be. There are other media platforms, even those in the diaspora. The international communities are consistently citing Ghana as a sad example of economic progress. And in the face of all this, is a one tia, na other way a mampam, and a bia in a siwasum. What I say, you need to be amenable to wisdom, you need to be amenable to reasoning, and you need to be amenable to your friends and seven you need to listen. That is what makes you a leader. Because you are not a repository of knowledge being president. The fact that we are president, doesn't make you so winning. There are people somewhere, they may even be superior, they may have far superior minds than even some of us sitting here, and even MPs and ministers. So always and always, it takes great effort to engage everybody across the political divide. You listen to your people, the concerns and the many you listen, and out of that, you weave your policy. The last time I was telling you, it's a media for you. Majuma say, you sit here, you listen to the many concerns that are emanating from the grounds. Because I'm not a new speaker, so when you listen to them, you amplify their voices, their concerns on the airwaves like this, and then policy makers will weave their policies out of it. And that is how a country be able to move. That is how we do it. So if you got into a stage where the country has assumed a stagnant pace, nothing seems to be working. Complaining, a teacher for a strike, soldier for a complaining, obi a complaining, the atom yanto, suku sabo say, into Mampany. That is why, and on another breath, I am so much disappointed in Parliament. Because it has become a hopeless institution. Ghana for you trust mumu. You see this comedy of this thing that they put up yesterday. Second for that and second. Me say at this point, if you look at the extent of damage, the kind of your friends a bad reputation, the bad image Ghana, even at the international community, the very person they should be calling on to resign is Akufo-Addo na Kenoverata.
When a PC appeal for you.
Oh sure.
Or say passive vote of no confidence.
Exactly. And that is why I'm so much disappointed in Parliament, because I was telling you the last time, the numbers that you may need to impeach the president, it doesn't matter. But you see, you can initiate the process. And initiating the process now will breathe certain air of hope and confidence in Ghanaians. We have a certain institution that cares for people. But we are talking about an institution that consistently displays nothing but hyper partisan activities in the forum, playing jokes and this thing at our glare side. Is this the only problem Ghana is facing? Akufo-Addo is the repository of the challenge and the troubles that we are facing. So he must go at this particular point in time. So if you want some of us to take you serious, you should be calling the president to resign, because it's the same tiny band of family cronies, nothing will change. So the president now, who has displayed nothing but gross incompetence and reckless mismanagement of this particular economy, he is the person you guys should be calling to resign. Not Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo or no number crown tiapoda. Now, as I think you're packing money, baby. I'm telling you, that guy should be seeking medical care, not playing a finance minister. You know it, but nobody wants to talk about it. How do you even know, he's on his right senses? Some of them, they say the economy is scrambling. How do you know Akufo-Addo is on his right senses? Because the guy is not looking well. Look at him. What is here? And this is a person the whole estate has been entrusted to him. Say on manage. Yet we are celebrating UK. Ghana, you know, a finance minister near Pamela. What happened? Because we did common budget to mini budget on the 23rd September this particular year. That particular budget and the cost of tsunami at the UK economy. That for that particular reason, finance minister no call. Prime Minister no have. Now they are tooling for a new one. Also because conservative in the streak of 3 times, Nipa say no call, Obia resign the call. And you are sitting here, you are telling us Akufo-Addo should resign. I resign day. It is Akufo-Addo that must be resigned. So boss as MPs. I'm telling you, across the political level, both NDC and MPP, they should tell Ghanaians that they are really serious. Call for Akufo-Addo to resign, not Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo resign, then what will change? Because if Akufo-Addo resigns today, you have that agric minister will still be masquerading and gallivanting across the country. Say, oh yeah, agric minister. You have that joke of a minister, your friend is a road minister, also will be gallivanting. And it's the same team. So we need the president to go, and when he goes, everybody else will go. You understand? That is the point we've got into. The problem at this point, is not just Akufo-Addo. The problem at this point is just an individual. The ultimate problem here, Akufo-Addo. So he must take the humble pie and should resign. And those who are calling say, "You're moving and you're criticizing," they say, "Why are you lucky?" Hey. Yes, because we need be democracy. I bring some civility into the discourse and the way I thinking and as a forum. Because Sanka Ghana a Rambo estate tisi Akufo-Addo baby the other your mind Samara ni kroma nkanya futu no nya criticize no be criticize no kamanfo kwa kwachire gina so na papa na ni so sa na waja no, because he have done worse to this particular country. But emra kroma, we respect law, we can do that. That is why democracy has offered this line of civility. Say yantena say let us activate the conversation. Chira wadwen na menchira madwen ma menchira madwen sa also ma menchira madwen. What kind of country is that? You see, that is near my echo. Now I can't say omodi dia me na woko ni kroma say say you cry to ties wo ho enti o better no nkasa.